3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This a quick pass to Davis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
34 yards there and a 1st down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His 2nd goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try. And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right? That's anything inside 40. Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route. And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, backyard, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives. So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive. Punt's better than the turnover. The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown. And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Completes it to Davis. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? What's that? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let's go, G.
Right back to him on 1st down.
I got you, boy.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game win. Streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
On first down, Moss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Right there. Right there.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. That one complete to Hill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pit. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. The 20, and the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. Right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Wiggles free. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Laird. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Let's go, buddy.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Just like that.
On second and 12, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, his second sack of the night. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes firing complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and down to the 27-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow. 480. 54. I got him.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we'll head down to Orlando. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
On first down, Moss. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Alert 3. Watch the edge. Quiet, 64, weak.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mariota, his throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him there.
Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Darren Lee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Back near his goal line, Mariota. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So that was... will be accepted.
Yellow. Let's go, Wally. 15.
I got you, boy. Back. You go tight.
Let's get it. Let's go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, it's Moss, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
43! 43! Yellow!
No. Off. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now here's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Kill.
50, yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to go up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. To throw is Mariota. Got a man, it's Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Mariota now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's caught at the 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And now here comes Kansas City. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for KC. 59 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on. But part of it is so difficult to simulate this type of pass rush in practice because the speed, the ferocity, the quickness, some of the change-ups and how they get at the quarterback that you may not have seen on film, all that is different. You can practice it as much as you want to. You can even insert smaller, faster guys at positions to show that the speed's going to be quicker. But until the whistle blows and you play for real, it's just not the same.
And not as easy to implement on game day. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Mariota on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mariota again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Throwing is Mariota, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Where's him? Where are they, team?
Just the mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
They'll throw again. Mariota. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Mariota, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.